Hi, my name is Patricia Vera, and today I'll be talking about the acting portion of Stagecraft. I am an actor, writer, director. I'm originally from Annapolis, Maryland, and have done acting pretty much my whole life. But I went to Boston College and studied theater there, and we did Man for All Seasons and Midsummer Night's Dream, and then I spent 2 summers at Shakespeare Company, and we did mostly Shakespeare. And then I spent 7 years in Los Angeles. Got my SAG card, did commercials, worked in production with a lot of well-known people, and then came to Regent University for my master's in cinema, TV, and film because I wanted to learn to do it independently of the industry that can be very, very harsh on an actor, and so much competition and so much rejection, and it's just, I was determined to be able to do it myself, to have a healthier environment that brings inspiration and builds people up instead of breaking them down. What I love about acting is that for many people who have their own inner struggles with their own personalities, acting can be an avenue where people can become free and to be free to be another character and find themselves in those characters, and they find the strengths in themselves also through those characters, and they gain confidence. What I love about being a theater teacher is that I get to build people up in their gifts and allow God to be glorified in all the things that they are able to do. And seeing those light bulbs come on that, hey, I'm strong enough, hey, I'm talented enough, I am enough. Sometimes people grow up believing that they're not enough to do this, and my encouragement to you is just to not give up and keep going, because you are enough. Five very important tips for any actor to remember. Number 1, relax and keep breathing. It's so important. Nervousness, tension, tight muscles you may or may not be aware of can quench your performance. And you find those areas of tension and you work them out, and find your breath and you work it out. As much relaxation in your voice as you can muster, letting it go, letting your jaw go, and finding that natural voice to be able to speak and project. Number 2, stay in the moment. Stay in the moment. As actors, we are constantly evaluating ourselves and reevaluating, even when we're on stage. Do I have enough energy? Did I say that line right? Oh, I forgot that actor note from yesterday. Oh, but when we get into our head like that, we forget to stay in the moment. And by staying in the moment, it's so important to be available to what is happening on stage right now. In the story, and that you're giving and receiving from the other actors on stage with you. Otherwise, you're doing yourself and the other actors a disservice, and ultimately the audience, because they can see that you're not engaged, and then they won't engage, and then you're wondering why they're not paying attention. It's because you're not in the moment. So stay in the moment. And when we stay in the moment, telling that story from your character's point of view as though it is the first time. That is the only live theater worth watching. Number 3, the importance of staying grounded. And by that, I mean keeping your energy focused and not scattered, and directed toward telling the story to be told, making choices for your character that help tell the story and help move the story forward, and knowing that the choices you make don't divulge too much information about where the story is going, but yet also give the audience an idea of how your character is crucial to the outcome of the story. And you are using your character in full to tell the story that the director wants to tell. And if you make choices to draw attention to yourself, or you don't help tell that specific story, it's simply a distraction. and again, a disservice to everyone on stage. So tell the story, the beginning, the middle, and the end, and stay with that story. And if what your choices are helping to tell that story, then step out and try those choices, and the director will tell you yes or no. Number 4, taking care of your body. For musicians, it's the instrument, it's the cello, it's the violin, it's whatever it is. But for actors, it's our voice, it's our body, our minds, and our overall health. And the word says your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit. That's 1 Corinthians 6:19. The Holy Spirit who is in you, whom you have from God, and you are not your own. That's what that verse says. So what that means is you cherish and protect your body. You drink water, you eat healthy foods, and you stay away from those things that hurt your body or cause your mind to be depressed, or so that you can be in the moment and be aware of the instincts that come and move on them, and say a lie in a new way, or giving you the ability to tell the story in a deeper way. Number 5 is to trust the director. This may be the most important one, because we have our own will, of course, and the director has been given the keys to the story to be told that they envision in collaboration with you and the other creative designers that serve as that. He serves, or she serves, as the cohesion, the cohesive force that has to oversee everything. And as actors, we can only see from our point of view as an actor, or from our point of view as that character, what would that character do? And maybe they give you a note or a blocking change and you may or may not agree with it or see it yet. They are steering you along that path of telling that story in that way according to that one vision. So trust the director even when you don't agree, and do your best to accept the new notes and change that blocking and help tell that story that they see. Because we can only see from the point of view of ourselves, and they have the hard, more difficult job, and I've been in that position of having to see the big picture and make those choices according to if it fits in the story that is being told. I just want to encourage all the actors out there who struggle with rejection, who struggle with mistakes that they've made and things that they've done. And I just offer you a fresh start with the Lord, because there is a God who cares about you. And when I say trust the director, I'd like to take it a step further and say trust the Lord, because he loves you and he has a plan for your life. Jeremiah 29:11 says, I know the plans I have for you, plans for good and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. And you can look at the Bible and say, oh, that's hogwash, or you can really dig into it and know that there's a God who cares about you deeply, more than anyone else on this world can. Jesus died for you, and he has a plan for your life. He rose from the dead, and you can have a relationship with that Jesus Christ who promises heaven for that. Thank you.